Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that your income has dropped to zero. Not gradually, not slowly, instantly. For many professionals, that scenario would sound extreme. But structurally, it may be closer to reality than they realize. Today we are going to examine something called income concentration risk. And once you see it clearly, you may begin thinking about income in a very different way. In the previous episode, we explored the salary illusion, the assumption that higher income automatically creates security. Now we look at something closely related: income concentration. The concept itself is simple. If most of your income comes from one source, your exposure is high, even if that income is strong. Let us define this carefully. Income concentration risk means dependency on a single pair, often an employer, sometimes a single client, sometimes a single contract. If that one source disappears, income drops dramatically, or completely. Let us examine a simple comparison. Imagine two professionals earning the same income. Person A earns £5,500 per month. 100% comes from a single employer. If that job ends unexpectedly, their income immediately falls to zero. Now consider Person B. Person B also earns £5,500 per month. But their structure looks slightly different. £4,800 from employment, £500 from contract work, £200 from recurring project-based income. If employment pauses, their income does not fall to zero. It falls to £700. £700 is not full security, but it changes something important: time, breathing space, the ability to think without immediate panic. This difference may look small numerically, but structurally, it is significant. Income concentration is not about distrust. It is about probability. Even stable organizations restructure. Industries evolve. Roles become redundant. Contracts end. None of this is unusual. It is simply how modern economies move. When income is concentrated in one place, your optionality becomes limited. Optionality means the ability to choose, to negotiate, to pause, to reposition, without pressure forcing the decision. There is another layer that many people overlook. Concentration does not only apply to income sources. It can also apply to skills. If your entire income depends on one narrow capability and demand for that capability declines, exposure increases. Industries evolve. Technology changes. Skills rise and fall in demand over time. When a person develops multiple complementary capabilities, concentration risk begins to reduce. Diversification does not require 10 income streams. That is a common misunderstanding. Often it begins with something much smaller: a secondary capability, a small consulting engagement, a recurring project, something aligned with the expertise you already possess. Now pause and consider something honestly. If your primary income stopped tomorrow, how many alternative income sources would activate automatically? Not future plans, not ideas, existing streams. The answer reveals your concentration level. If you would like to explore this clearly, the worksheet for this episode includes a simple exercise. It asks you to calculate what percentage of your income comes from each source. When those percentages appear on paper, the picture often becomes clearer. The goal is not immediate diversification. The goal is awareness. Awareness is the first step toward structural resilience. In the next episode, we will examine something quieter but equally important: the lock-in effect. How commitments can gradually reduce flexibility even when income increases. Until then, observe your dependency ratio. Not emotionally, numerically,